What up, world? Welcome to Dog Talk Radio. I'm your host, Sporty Black, man. It's another episode of the podcast. And today we're talking about the Georgia game against South Carolina yesterday. We won in impressive fashion, 41-17. Really stomped on the cockroaches, as I figured we would and we should. Total domination, man. The offensive line is like one of the best in the country. The wide receivers, we got some of the best downfield blockers, the best, core in the country. Miko Hardman is establishing himself as a very big time playmaker on the perimeter. He get the ball in their hands and good things happen. The defense, played great. It was real hot, so that played in our favor because I felt like we were the deeper team. The 70 people that we brought to South Carolina, I feel like those 70 can compete with any other team in the country, and South Carolina just didn't, they just didn't have the depth to match up against Georgia, and basically the offensive line in the second half asserted their will on South Carolina and broke the will of the Gamecocks, and basically, I scored a 21-0 in the third quarter, and basically that was it. The game was over. Shout out to DeAndre Baker, who played real big against Debo Samuel. If you can remember Debo Samuel, he was running his lip this week talking about, the reporter asked him, what did he think about DeAndre Baker? He was like, who is that? Like, he don't know who this, preseason All-American, All-SEC cornerback is. And then DeAndre Baker showed him, pick six, a couple pad breakup, a lot of hits, a lot of tackles, in that game. So it's basically solidifying, who he is as a front runner for the Thorpe Award this year, which is rewarded to the nation's best DB. And I think he helped his chances with that. He also is a top 10 prospect on Mel Kiper's NFL draft board, you know what I'm saying? So he definitely making his case, you know what I mean? And it's like DeAndre Baker thrives when he plays another big time receiver, especially when that receiver go to yapping, that motivates Baker and the rest of the secondary, and you can tell they brought it, man. They came out, they played great. Overall, the defense played great. I felt like DeAndre Walker, the outside linebacker, he was just dominant. They couldn't block him for nothing in the world. They just couldn't block him. The count, he was out there laying down the wood. We played great. I think the freshman Tyson Campbell, he played good. He got beat for a couple times, especially the deep touchdown late in the game when he got beat one-on-one by the receiver. I think he can only learn and grow from that, watching film, got to get your hips turned, and got to get your head turned around so you can locate the ball and then use your body and the leverage to make a play on the ball. He should take a lot of notes from Dre Baker on the other cornerback, on how he plays one-on-one. The main thing that Dre Baker does better than a lot of other corners in the country is that he uses the sideline as the extra defender. He presses his man to the sideline to the point where you got to throw an almost perfect pass to complete a pass on him. That's one of the reasons why he haven't given up a touchdown since maybe his sophomore year. Been a couple years since he gave up a touchdown, and that's why he, highly touted DB. One of the best in the country. Offensively, I think the offensive line played great. Andrew Thomas went down with a sprained ankle. We brought in true freshman five-star recruit Cade Mays, and we didn't lose a step. He came right in, bulldozing people, opened up big time running lanes. I think we outrushed them like 270 to like maybe 50 or something like that. So anytime you can run the ball and then stop the run, you got a great chance of winning. Then if you get a defensive touchdown, that your probability of winning goes up dramatically. So no surprises here. We did what we supposed to did to them. They are a good team, but make no mistake about it, they are an inferior opponent matching up against Georgia. You know, nobody in the SEC East stands a chance with us this year. We go sweep the East just like we did last year. And I'm not saying that to be cocky, it's just confidence because, you know, we got more talent than all those teams put together. You got to put all the team together and come up with an all-star team to go against Georgia, to compete against Georgia. Uh, for the people in the East, right? But I think the first half, to be honest with you, the first 5 minutes of the game, we looked great. And then the last minute of the first half, we looked great. So out of 30 minutes, we looked great for like 6 minutes, you know, offensively. The other 24 minutes, I was scratching my head. I ain't gonna lie, I was cussing the string. Jake Fromm, to me, played, you know, he played poorly in the first half. And I was really praying that they would put Fields in there just to give a change of pace and maybe spark the offense because I felt like we needed a spark and Jake Fromm just wasn't getting it done. Unfortunately, you know, Coach Smart, he didn't, you know, go with Fields none in the first half. He put Fields basically in during garbage time, right? And I felt like, you know, there was a missed opportunity for Georgia because at the end of the day, you only got two quarterbacks, man, and Fields is a freshman, so Fromm is so great right now, or so good right now, because I don't think he's great. I think he's a good quarterback. Fromm is so good right now because of the experience he got, the reps he got, the in-game reps he got last year. So for Fields, who I also feel is a good quarterback with potential to be great, the only way he can become great is by getting in-game reps. So that was the perfect opportunity to get him some in-game reps in meaningful moments, meaningful snaps. You know what I'm saying? With a good defense on the road, you know, let him get a taste of that atmosphere. You know, let him get a taste of that adversity and just see how he responds. Perfect example of that, last night's game, Clemson and Texas A&M. Dabo Sweetie, the coach, came out. He played Kelly Bryant, the senior, first. Kelly Bryant scored. And then, you know, a couple series later, he brought in Trevor Lawrence. The first pass, he threw a touchdown. Then he brought him out for like 2 or 3 additional series. He couldn't move the ball. He couldn't get nothing done. The game was real close, real tight. So he went back to the senior, Kelly Bryant. Kelly Bryant delivered, played lights out, and helped them win the game. Now, I like the way Dabo did that because when Dabo went and sat in the living room of Trevor Lawrence, and he talked to Trevor and his family, he told Trevor Lawrence he was going to give him every opportunity to win that job. So yesterday, he stayed true to his word. All year he stayed true to his word. So, but with Kirby Smart, when he went in the living room with Justin Fields and talked to Fields and his dad and the rest of his family, he basically told Fields the same thing, go give him every opportunity to win the job. So yesterday, I think that was a missed opportunity, you know. And I feel like, you know, you got to be a little more honest with these players, you know what I'm saying? You know, if Fromm your starting quarterback and you don't have no intentions on really giving Justin Fields the proper opportunity, I think you just should tell him. You the backup. If, you know, we're going to play in garbage time, or if Fromm get hurt, you're going in. But if Fromm don't get hurt, you're not going in. Be a little more transparent to these people, you know what I mean? Because me, honestly, I love Georgia. I love the Bulldogs. But if Georgia plan on keeping Justin Fields on the sideline for the next 2-3 years, honestly, I'd rather see the young man transfer to another program that's going to give him the opportunity to play because he's too good of a quarterback to just have to sit behind another good quarterback. I can see if Jake Fromm was great and just, you know, the talent level was just, you know, wasn't close, then I can understand. But the fact that the talent level, in my eyes, is like this, and I think actually Field got more upside. I just don't think it's fair to him or his family, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me, you know what I'm saying? But right now, you know, I'm glad he's on the team. But I just don't see him staying at Georgia if Georgia's just going to continue just to make him the second string quarterback and not give him the opportunity to compete for the job. Sorry I got off track, so let me get back on track. And I know a lot of you guys will go, disagree with me, but that's cool. It's just your opinion. It's my opinion. Everybody got their own opinion, right? But back to the game. I feel like um, I feel like the defense. I feel like the defense is really getting back to the true identity from last year's squad. I feel like Tyson Campbell, although he got beat a couple times, I feel like he is. I feel like he is the answer at cornerback. I feel like he's the best option, and I feel like he's only going to get better and better and better. So by the time we get late in the year, when these big games come up around November and December, I think he gonna be well groomed and ready for those big time matchups, going against better quarterbacks and better receivers. Moving forward. I would like to see us get more pressure on the quarterback. I think we need more sacks. We're getting a little pressure, but I think we need more sacks, man. We need more sacks. Shout out to DeAndre Walker. He was an absolute beast out there as usual. He was causing havoc, man. And David Marshall, he played huge. Shout out to him. The inside linebacker, they played good. I seen the Trez Patrick and Money Rice out there laying their hat down. I can't speak enough about the job that J.R. Reed and Richard LeCount did. They played great, So it's a lot to be, happy about, but it's a few things to be optimistic about. Next week we got Middle Tennessee, so I'm pretty sure we go, beat them pretty bad. So I'm pretty sure Justin Field will get a lot of playing time, as well as a lot of the other, freshmen and younger players like that. That's cool. But like I said, I still rather see Justin Fields play more meaningful snaps, in bigger games like conference games. Because I think that's the only way he's going to actually be ready for, if his number ever gets called, right? But, I think that's nitpicking, right now, just to point out little small things. But I think we still got room for improvement. Shout out to Rodrigo Blankenship, Hot Rod. He's batting 1,000. He's connected on all his field goals, and he's yet to have a kickoff return. All of them is touchback, and I think he is doing all this because he's focused on winning that Lou Groza Award for the nation's best kicker. So don't be surprised if Hot Rod win that award and Bate win the Thorpe Award for the best DB. I think all those two guys got a good chance to do something great this year and get a lot of accolades. The running back, they played well. Shout out to Brian Harrion for getting in there, getting a lot of snaps, getting some yards, getting a TD, you know what I'm saying? I think he's a great player, underrated player, to say the least, when compared to some of these other running backs at the University of Georgia. But I think he's very capable of getting the job done. Big shout out to the offensive line again for just being dominant. And I think that's the blueprint and the identity of this team and this program. Is to dominate the line of scrimmage, man. Because once you dominate the line of scrimmage and force your will, impose your will on the opponent, by the time the fourth quarter get him, ain't nobody gonna be in the stands. It's gonna be over with. Everybody gonna leave, and that's basically what you seen last year. And this is, so far it's the same thing you seen this year. So Georgia looks dominant. They win big, and we just ready for the next opponent. Sporty Black, I'm getting ready to sign off, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button, jump in the comment section and drop your your opinions, whatever you want to speak about. Agree or disagree with anything I said, feel free, drop your comments. I love the feedback. Other than that, man, it's been another episode of the Dog Talk podcast, man, and I'm signing off. Go Dogs.